Hello there guys and welcome to part 2 of the non-league transfer bonanza number 9. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into it.
The top 5 biggest coups for January 2018 in non-league. In at number 5 is Dion Charles, a 22-year-old winger who joins Southport from Fleetwood Town for an undisclosed fee. In at number 4 is Harry Beautyman, a central midfielder who joins Sutton United from Stevenage for an undisclosed fee. In at number 3 is Laurie Wilson, who is a very experienced fullback, played a lot of games in the Championship and League One in the last few years, joins Ebbsfleet United from Port Vale. Number 2 is Jamie Osborne, a midfielder who joins Solihull Moors from Grimsby Town. And in at number 1 is Nick Horton, who is a winger who joins Salford City from Fleetwood Town, having been on loan at Chorley in the first half of the current season, and that was a very successful loan spell and did well enough there to persuade Salford to invest heavily in him. An undisclosed fee is what has brought him to the Peninsula Stadium. Now onto the signings in the National League North, and the first one is Ryan Schofield, who has joined AFC Telford on loan. Ryan Leake also joins on loan, and Ellis Deeney joins on an undisclosed fee from Tamworth. Boston United have made 3 signings. John Stewart and Ryan Qualter have both joined from Shore Lane AFC, the club that used to be managed by the current Boston manager, Craig Elliott. Also joining the side from Lincolnshire is Wes Atkinson, who joins from Solihull Moors. Brackley have made a very good signing in my opinion. Aaron Williams joins from Newport County. He spent the first half of the season with Brackley and now joins on a permanent basis after scoring a lot of goals in the first half of the season. Adam Smith signs for Bradford Park Avenue from Gainsborough Trinity. In fact, earlier in January he was at Alfreton and then joined Gainsborough, so he was only at Gainsborough for about 2 weeks. It's quite strange. Chorley have made 3 signings. Caius Metz comes in from Burnley. Daniel Brewster comes in from Chesterfield. Both of those are on loans until the end of the season. And Alex Newby joins from Clitheroe. Curzon Ashton have made 3 signings. Sam Walker returned to the club on a 3-month loan deal. He was with the club previously and did quite well for them before moving to Salford City. Jack Dunwoody joins on loan from Stoke City, and Aaron Dwyer comes in from Stockport Town. Darlington have made 1 signing in this January, and that is Ben O'Hanlon, who is a left back who joins following his release from Harrogate Town. Gainsborough have re-signed Simon Russell from North Ferriby United. Kidderminster Harriers have signed 6'5" striker George Waring on a loan until the end of the season from Tranmere Rovers. North Ferriby have signed 3 players: Jordan Deasy, James Piercy and Paul Robson, all coming from lower leagues. Neaton Town have made 1 signing, and that is Ryan Johnson from Stevenage on a season-long loan. Salford City with 2 impressive signings in my opinion. Tom Walker comes in on a free transfer from FC United of Manchester, and Nick Horton, the number 1 coup for January, comes in on an undisclosed fee from Fleetwood Town, having spent the first half of the season on loan at Chorley. Southport very active in this January. 6 signings for them. The first one is Jordan Richards, who comes in from AFC Fylde on a free transfer. The fullback was with the Coasters on a non-contract basis, and they didn't put him on a proper contract, meaning that Southport were able to come in and take him off their hands, and I think that's a really good signing for them. 2 signings that they made from Fleetwood for undisclosed fees. They are Dion Charles and Elliot Osborne. Those 2 signings were made in the same day in fact as Jordan Richards was signed, and those 2 are really good signings for this level. Graham Smith joins from Port Vale on a season-long loan. Ross Sykes and Mecky McLeod both joined from Accrington on 3-month loans. Stockport have brought Reece Turner back to the club where he began his career. Tamworth have re-signed Tom Shaw, again a player that was with the club earlier in his career. And York City have made 2 signings: Raul Correa on loan from Blackpool, and finally Connor Brown on loan from Guiseley. Now onto the National League South, and Bath City have made 2 signings. First one is Tom Smith, and the second one is James Morton. Bognor Regis down in the relegation zone. They've strengthened their squad with 3 new signings. They brought in Richard Gillot from Kiev, Rouen from France. Christian Campbell also joins, as well as Stefan Ubicic. Chelmsford City have signed Nathan Gartside, Taylor Miles and Chris Smith. Chippenham Town have signed Nick McCooty, Concord Rangers have signed Andy Freeman, and Eastbourne Borough have signed Mark Smith. Gloucester City have signed James Hammond from Exeter City. He's a goalkeeper and joins for 3 months. Hemel Hempstead have signed midfielder Michael Caine. Oxford City have signed Connor Stevens and Matt Peake-Pinan. Poole Town have signed Johan Ayunga. St Albans City have signed Harvey Bradbury from Watford on a season-long loan. Wealdstone have signed Ashley Artwell, and Whitehawk have made 4 signings: Gary Malone, Ryan Worrell, Cody Lyons-Foster and Nassin Lagoul.
And there you have it, that is it for this non-league transfer bonanza part 2. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.